What's going on, guys? Eddie here. So on today's video I wanted to cover something that is coming up in 2024. So as you see, the title of this video is something about taxes and the change in policy in Thailand. So what this basically means is Thailand will be making some changes in the tax policy for foreigners who will be coming to Thailand as of January 1st, 2024. So a lot of expats in the expat community have been talking about this. It's been buzzing pretty significantly around the subject. So what does this mean? Thailand is making some changes in the tax laws and policies around foreigners coming into Thailand. So basically what this entails is domicile versus residence. So tax domicile and tax residence will start affecting people, expats who come to Thailand. So if you're coming to Thailand and you're spending X amount of money, you will be taxed based on how much money you brought into the country, whether it is via credit card payments or just purely money you send into your savings account. Or if you are in Thailand for 180 days or more, you will be considered a tax resident of Thailand. Therefore, you would have to pay tax based on the amount of money, and that will give you a scale. I believe it's 3% all the way up to 34%. But what does this mean for a lot of foreigners? You know, Thailand has been putting in a lot of programs and initiatives to bring in over 1 million wealthy global citizens to Thailand in an attempt to further benefit and grow the economy of Thailand. It's been working great because this is a wonderful country for both tourism and expats, as well as the recent growth in digital nomads, people like myself who like to come to Thailand and work while we're here. So not working in Thailand, you need a visa, a permanent, you need an actual legal work permit to work in Thailand. But since my YouTube channel is based in the US and I'm just doing editing, I still earn my money in the US. So digital nomads who come to Thailand, they will also be considered for these various programs. Now, to get to the point of what this means for people who will be coming to Thailand in the future, whether you want to live here for 10 years or whether you want to do the annual renewal of your visa, there's basically a handful of programs. You get the LTR, the long-term residence visa, that will have a certain amount of criteria. You will also have your elite visa program, and then you have your different categories of visas. You know, you can have your retirement type O, non-immigrant, or your retirement visa that you can apply for. All of these visas have different criteria and requirements that you'd have to satisfy to get those visas. So first of all, what I wanted to cover is the domicile versus residence situation. So if you send in your money to Thailand, whether it's credit card payments or you're just using it from money you send into your savings account, all those dollars or euros or pounds or whatever it is your currency is that you send into Thailand will be taxed on the baht amount that is brought into Thailand versus residence. Tax residence is when you're in a country for an X amount of time, and every country can stipulate that differently, but in this case it's 180 days. So in my case, I'm only in Thailand pretty much 2 months out of the year. I could be here for a maximum of 4 months, and then I'm in South Africa for another 2, and then I'm back in the US for 6 months, where I work and earn my entire income, and that's where I pay taxes. I'm also exempt of an X amount in South Africa as of the US and South African tax treaty. So that helps me to offset some of the taxes that South Africa would have charged me. They would only start charging me taxes after an X amount. So what are the implications of this? You have to probably consider consulting a CPA, a certified financial or certified professional in the finance industry, a certified accountant, bookkeeper. Reason for that is you don't want to make mistakes with this, right? You always want to make sure that you pay your taxes wherever it's due. It's the right thing to do. It's the legal thing to do. So the implications of this, however, on the economic scale in Thailand is a lot of wealthy people are saying, well, I'm going to bring my money into Thailand and they're going to charge me on that money again, and I've already been charged. I've already been taxed on that money in the US or in London or wherever the place is you're from. So a lot of wealthy people are saying, well, I'm not going to do that. And you know, they have those options to say, I'm going to withhold, or I'm just going to go to the Philippines or to Malaysia or some different country, you know, Mexico. So that can have a lot of economic implications. Billions of dollars can be taken away from the Thai economy where it would be spent in other places. That means local food stands, local food businesses selling food to tourists, tourism influx. It means that there will be a big downtick on tourism because a lot of people just won't come to Thailand in the fear of being taxed again or just making a mistake and getting in trouble later. And it will also mean that a lot of wealthy people will choose to go and live in different countries. That's people that's getting taken away from Thailand. However, there are a lot of wealthy people out there that say, you know, these tax laws doesn't really affect me. Why they're okay with this is because they are educated. They have a CPA or they use a program like TurboTax to educate them and help them audit their taxes. And a lot of wealthy people use either bookkeepers, tax lawyers, or tax accountants, or software companies like TurboTax if their portfolio isn't big enough and they don't want to go through all that trouble. So basically what it means on the workaround, well, if I make $1 million a year or $2 million a year and I'm going to get charged 34% after $140,000 in Thailand of income that I bring in, I'm probably just going to bring in $100,000 and then I can get taxed 24%, you know, whatever the case may be. This is just a case study, an example. But mostly what will happen is people will send in less money to Thailand, or they will just stay out of Thailand for enough not to be a tax resident. So there's two ways you can do it. You can send in money that satisfies your appetite of tax payments in the amount that you are willing to pay tax. So if you say, well, I don't want to pay more than 8%, go check what the dollar amount is that you have to bring in or that you should not exceed in order for you to be within that percentile of taxable liability. Or the second thing you can do, like myself, just make sure you're not in Thailand for more than 180 days a year, and then you don't need a visa. You're just a tourist. You'll just maybe get a tourist visa. You can get them on the e-visa, the Thai e-visa website, and you can just come to Thailand as a tourist and keep your money in the US or in the UK and, you know, spend your credit card. However, make sure that you don't go over the 140,000 because, you know, then there might be implications in the future. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you can use the workarounds, but you always have to make sure you do things legally. Why is that important? Well, if for whatever reason, you know, life happens and, you know, you find your way to Thailand and you're working here and you've been here for 5 to 10 years and you realize, well, I speak the language now, I'm fluent, I love the culture, I love this country, I want to become a permanent resident or a Thai citizen. Well, any program, whether it be the elite visa, the long-term resident visa, or even an education visa, you're gonna have to make sure that your criminal record is clear. If you have anything that puts a stain on your record, including overstaying your visa for 1 day, they can put that on your record, and it can mean that you will be denied. You could be accepted, but you have the risk of being denied immigration benefits in the future if you have those stains on your record. So you want to make sure you pay all your taxes, you keep things in the clear, and you play by the rules. As of now, I do work for 6 months and I take 6 months off. That allows me to travel and it allows me to make just enough to get by and have a little bit saved, and then I can just do it again while I'm trying to build a separate portfolio on the side, you know, that'll take care of retirement later. So just think about this, guys, the future implications of overstaying or not paying your taxes. They will look at your taxes if you want to become a citizen in Thailand. At least 3 years of taxes. They just want to know you pay your taxes. So if you work for a company and you have you have a visa that makes you eligible for permanent residence, then that will be something they're going to look at. Did you pay your taxes? So get a CPA, get someone that's, you know, respectable, someone that's reliable and that you know is legit, and have them check out your taxes. So I hope that helps, guys. I'm going to keep this video nice and short. It's getting dark out, it's raining, everybody's preparing, we're getting ready for Buddha Day, we're going to hit the temple tomorrow. Check that video out on the channel. It'll be somewhere down here, or, you know, just on the video list. Go check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. Unfortunately for now, our journey has come to an end, but I'll see you next time when you come and travel with Eddie.